Welcome to OLevels Economics Unit 21 Firms and Production. Firms demand factors of production such as labour, capital, and land in order to produce goods and services. The type of factors employed depends on the product being produced, the productivity of the factors, and their cost. When factors of production are substitutes, a rise in productivity or a fall in the cost of one factor may lead firms to change the combination they use. For example, if capital goods become cheaper, firms may replace some workers with machines. In contrast, when factors are complements, a fall in the price of one factor may increase the use of all factors. For instance, cheaper aircraft may allow an airline to expand routes, which would also require more pilots, cabin crew, and airport slots. If a firm wants to change the quantity of resources it employs, some factors are easier to adjust than others. In the short run, at least one factor is fixed, such as the size of a factory or office, which cannot be changed quickly. Expanding buildings takes time, and reducing output does not usually allow firms to stop renting or sell property immediately. Labour is generally easier to adjust, as firms can change overtime hours even in the very short run. Orders for raw materials and machinery may also be changed, but this depends on contracts and whether suppliers have spare capacity. Firms must also achieve the right combination of factors of production to maximise productivity. It would not make sense for a hairdressing salon to have many hairdryers but too few hairdressers. In such cases, resources would be underutilised. Firms aim for the highest possible output per worker or per unit of input, and the best combination is not always one machine per worker, because workers may operate in shifts, some may be training, and sometimes one worker can manage several machines. The demand for capital goods is influenced by a range of factors. A rise in the price of machinery reduces demand, while an increase in labour costs may increase demand for capital if labour and capital are substitutes. High profit levels give firms the ability and incentive to invest, and a cut in corporation tax leaves more profit available for reinvestment. Rising real disposable income increases consumption, encouraging firms to expand capacity. Lower interest rates also stimulate investment by reducing borrowing costs and the opportunity cost of using profits to invest rather than saving them. Expectations matter greatly, since firms invest when they are confident future sales will rise, but reduce investment when pessimism increases. Advances in technology also raise the productivity of machinery, encouraging firms to invest in newer and more efficient equipment. Demand for land is also shaped by productivity. Fertile agricultural land is in high demand and earns high rent, while city centre sites are valuable because firms can attract many customers. Demand is also rising for scarce natural resources, such as water, which is used in households, agriculture, industry, and energy production. As countries grow richer, demand for water increases, and global water use has risen dramatically over the past century and is expected to continue rising. Demand for factors of production changes as economies develop and their industrial structure shifts. Resources often move from agriculture into manufacturing, then into higher value-added industries, and eventually into services. However, not all economies follow the same pattern, as India's service sector expanded before it developed a large manufacturing base. In most countries today, the service sector contributes the largest share of output, accounting for 63% of global output in 2016. Different industries use different factors, with chemicals being capital intensive and agriculture being land and water intensive. Some firms use labour-intensive methods of production because labour is abundant and relatively cheap. Small producers may also find it uneconomical to buy expensive machinery if their output is limited. Labour-intensive production is sometimes chosen because handmade products can be seen as higher quality, more personalised, and more prestigious. Workers provide flexibility, and firms can adjust labour input in small amounts. Workers can also provide feedback to improve production methods and product quality. Although firms may switch to labour-intensive production if capital becomes more expensive, the general trend is towards capital-intensive production because technological advances make machines more affordable and productive. Capital-intensive methods often allow firms to produce more at a lower average cost, with uniform quality and less disruption. From human factors such as tiredness, illness, or industrial action, although machines require maintenance and can break down. Production and productivity are closely linked but not the same. Productivity refers to output per worker hour, while production refers to total output. If productivity rises and working hours stay the same, production will increase. However, productivity can rise even if production falls, such as when unemployment increases and only the most skilled workers remain employed. As economies develop, both production and productivity tend to increase due to improvements in education and advances in technology, sometimes allowing total output to rise even while working hours decline. Thanks for watching.